My dad is 87, but still looks 40, all his children are dead, except only me. The only survivor. I don't expect anyone to believe me. If someone else told this story, I would probably had laugh or scroll past. But I have seen things. I have lost too much. And if I die suddenly after this, please know that I tried to speak. I left for Lekki, to stay with a distant cousin. I told him everything. He laughed at first, until the next day, his room caught fire. He survived. But he told me, Daniel, I saw your father across the road. Just standing. Watching. He didn't move even when we were screaming. He told me to leave. And that night, and I did. I went back to confront my father. He didn't argue. He didn't shout. He just looked at me and said, "You were the last one I tried to save. But you always had your mother's stubbornness." Then, for the first time, he told me the truth. Back in the 40s, when the colonial masters were still very much present in Lagos, he joined a powerful dark cult, called the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. They believed in life extension, transferring years from bloodlines. When my mom gave birth to my eldest brother, something changed in him. He was getting younger, stronger. But the children, they always fell sick, aged faster than the ordinary. Mom figured it out. That's why she got sick so quickly. She tried to stop him, but she was already part of the process. He said he didn't kill anyone. But he allowed it. Over and over again. But there was a price. Not money. Not animals. You must tie your bloodlines to time, my dad was told. The older they get, the longer you live. My father agreed. And so the covenant began. He fasted. He prayed. But it was not God answering. It was something else. Something older. Something very dark and powerful. It sat with him in dreams. It spoke in thunder. It told him when to give and when to take. Every of my siblings, including my mother, had been used as offerings. He looked at me that day and said, "You were the only one I tried to protect. I delayed yours. But now, your time has caught up." I felt something shift in the room. Like the floor dipped. Like the walls leaned in. He stood up slowly and placed a hand on my chest, exactly where the mark was. He whispered something in a language I did not understand. Then he said, "It's not me anymore. It's waiting. And it's hungry." I rushed out of the house that day, furious but scared, and I ran. I ran as fast as my legs could carry me. Since that day, I have been in hiding. I left Lagos. Changed my number. Cut off everyone. Burnt every of my clothes and every belonging I had, including the wristwatch my father gave me. I started a new life, a life with no trace to my father or his wealth. Occasionally I would hear strange voices calling out to me in the midnight, telling me to go back home, that my father wants me. Even in my dreams, telling me to go back home. Then a day came, after several months, a red envelope showed up at my gate. No address. No stamp. Inside was a photo of my father, sitting under a tree beside the lagoon. He looked old. Really old. Very old and pale. For the first time in my life, I could see age on his face, and on his lap was a small baby. Smiling. On the back of the photo were 3 words. "It ends here." I don't know where he is. Or what that child means. Is the child a new covenant? A final sacrifice? I don't know. But since that photo arrived, the mark on my chest started to fade. I am breathing easier. Sleeping well again. Eating without fear. And for the first time in years, I feel like I belong to myself. Maybe he ended it. Maybe it took him instead. Or maybe it just moved on to another family. Some covenants and rituals don't need blood. They feed on time. And once they enter, they never truly leave.